Telling you. The morning's got nothing but assholes out. Look at these motherfuckers. Why are they goddamn fucking stopped? I was thinking, you know how they're always shooting black people? Because they happen to be in the wrong place, I guess. So, I'm thinking what they ought to do is revive the Green Book. Now, you're going to say, what the fuck is a Green Book? Aren't you?
Yes, I
was. Go ahead, ask me. What the fuck is a Green Book?
What the fuck is a Green Book?
A Green Book.
Well, I'm glad you asked. A Green Book is a book that is green.
No, it's not green. It's named after a mail carrier in Harlem, New York by the name of Green. He was a black mail carrier. So
he was the one that delivered those ransom notes and...
Yeah, whatever.
Well, no, you said black mail carrier. So he's the one that delivered those little messages that said, meet me.
It's going to be one of those days? Is it going to be one of those days?
It's always one of those days.
Okay, yeah. Anyway. He was black, lived in Harlem, and he liked to drive.
And he delivered the mail.
Well, he was a mailman, yes.
What year was this?
This was in the 60s. Prior to the 60s, in that era. The Jim Crow area.
So he had a good ass job.
Yeah, I guess you can say that. Anyway, driving for a black person back in that day was extremely difficult. Because, one,
he was black.
And
cops don't like you to drive while you're black.
Two, he was black. Three,
the country's racist.
The country was racist. Okay. When you go out and travel, let's say you're driving from here to Florida, you're going to stop somewhere in between, go to a hotel, go to a restaurant, go to whatever, do your thing. As a white American, you can stop anywhere the fuck you please.
That ain't different.
But back in that day, if you were black, you couldn't. You had to stop at certain places, and not everybody knew these places. So Mr. Green made a book, and he listed all the black-friendly places. It got so big that he actually started listing sundown towns. Now,
so unfriendly places.
So now, and people who don't know what a sundown town is, you ought to know. It's a place where they have posted signs for all blacks to get out of town before the sun sets. And yes, they do exist. They still do. Only it's not broadcast and the media doesn't cover that kind of shit. So maybe they ought to start printing that book again so that when blacks drive, they go down certain roads to get to where they got to go. Maybe avoid getting shot. What do you think?
I understand where you're coming from, but this sounds secretly ironic and sarcastic. Not sarcastic, but satirical. Because we getting shot in our own places, too.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No. They're getting shot up on the road and walking through neighborhoods they ain't supposed to be in because,
And then you get shot in neighborhoods you are supposed to be in because, obviously...
you don't belong there.
You are in your neighborhood, but you're causing a problem. But, you got a point. I need to analyze the data from that perspective.
Think about that shit.
See, now it's not so much... where you're supposed to be, but also they seem to resent who you are.
You know the thing about the Green Book? It was actually an honor to be listed in the Green Book. Like if you had a house and you had a bedroom that you can use, they listed you if you accepted a family to spend the night. Can you imagine that shit? Yes, people, look it up. Look it up. It does exist. It did exist. They have a copy of it at the new museum.
Is that what you didn't know?
And I didn't know that. I found that out this morning. And it was just such an interesting piece of information. I never knew that shit. I knew they had issues traveling. I didn't know about the Green Book.
You know,
maybe I did, and it just never really popped into my head until just now.
to tell victims to stay where you're safe sounds suspiciously to me like...
It's not to keep them in. It's just like, what the fuck else you gonna do? I mean, they tried complying. That didn't work.
Burn it down. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah.
Don't.
I'm all about revolution, but what is there to do? What can you do?
I really don't think anarchy is actually the solution.
No, it's not.
But
nothing is working.
It doesn't seem to me that peaceful demonstrations get anywhere. The only time they really pay notice is when you start destroying buildings.
That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Because anytime you have a peaceful demonstration, somebody comes out there, and I'm not saying it's the protesters. I think it's counter-protesters to make it not peaceful. And you know what? They don't care. Nobody cares about the plight of black people except black people. And that's how we need to think about it. Black people need to mobilize, need to unite, and become a voting bloc. And they need to do the lobbies just like the gay folks did. And become a voice.
That's not going to happen because they defeat their own purposes all the time, just like everything else.
I don't know what, see, and I forgot there was an essay that said why black people do not unite. There's an actual reason for it.
2 lanes, 2 goddamn lanes. This motherfucker got to stand in a goddamn turning lane.
And make me late for work.
And make you late for work.
So now I got to find that fucking article I read and post it.
Yeah, you do. I think tomorrow we'll do races. Yeah. We'll speak of that tomorrow. Because, oh my God, they're watering the grass. And it's raining.
Right before it rains.
Right before it rains. They're fixing the grass up. There's the mailman, so you can't be too late.
I'm late.
That is some bright orange shirt.
It's pretty though.
Oh, bye.